Welcome to our Glorious Advent-ure Devotional, where we're unwrapping the names of Jesus one verse at a time as we get a little bit closer to Christmas. And our name for this morning is from John's Gospel again. It's another one of the I am sayings found in chapter 10, verse 11, where Jesus says, I am the good shepherd. Now, when you hear the word shepherd, you probably automatically think sheep, and then the picture that fills your mind is of sheep in the English countryside, or little lambs in the English countryside, eating grass and jumping around and that sort of thing. But actually what I want you to bring to mind today is the fact that sheep are utterly defenseless and totally dependent. They're utterly defenseless and totally dependent upon the shepherd. That they need a shepherd to protect them from the elements and from the predators that would want to get at them. They need shepherds to guide them towards green pastures, to make sure that they don't fall into a ditch or a ravine or something like that. They need a shepherd to care for them, to make sure that they don't end up going astray. One of the most famous parables in the Bible, story that Jesus tells, is all about a sheep that ends up going astray. And now that, if you think about Jesus being our good shepherd, then the next connection that you make is that if he's the good shepherd, then we must be his sheep. It was the prophet Isaiah who years and years before said famously that we all like sheep have gone astray. He was basically pointing to the fact that every one of us in some way, shape, form or another have strayed from God. And so we need a shepherd who will lead us, who will guide us, who will care for us in order to bring us back to God. And that's what Jesus does. That's what Jesus does as the good shepherd. He leads us, he guides us, he protects us, he cares for us in order to bring us back to God. Just after Jesus had said, I am the good shepherd, he then went on to say that the good shepherd lays down his life for his sheep. The words were pointing forward to the cross, when ultimately Jesus would give his life as a sacrifice for us so that we could be forgiven of our sins and we could be brought back to God. Jesus really is the good shepherd that leads us, guides us, protects us and cares for us and brings us back into God's family. And that's a truth that's worth unwrapping this Christmas. Jesus is the good shepherd. May you know abundant hope in Jesus. May you be thoroughly prepared for the coming of Jesus. May you overflow with indestructible joy from Jesus, be filled with love for Jesus, and celebrate and adore him this Christmas. See you again tomorrow.